This time last week, crypto media was busy writing catastrophically misleading headlines regarding the Vasil upgrade, leaving naysayers far and wide in a false sense of security, a moment of bliss, another chance to revel in a perceived Cardano crisis. 1 week on, and it's time for a reality check. SPOs are nearing their benchmark, exchanges starting to upgrade, and key DApps moving into the final stages of testing. Amidst all the noise, progress surrounding Vasil has made huge strides, demonstrating once again that Cardano and its community is a force to be reckoned with. All the signs point to this being a defining week in the history of Cardano. The community is fully engaged, the code's complete, and the stage is now set for the final pieces of the Vasil puzzle to lock into place. The most impressive upgrade blockchain-wide is now upon us, and you just can't deny it, Cardano's looking primed. Welcome back for a weekend installment of Cardano Insights, where we track the all-important developments at the very pulse of Cardano and its ecosystem. So let's get straight into it. So we begin with a full Vasil update, and we'll take a look at the newly released Vasil readiness status webpage that IOG delivered on Friday. Some very interesting insights to follow. We now have a much clearer picture of the overall status concerning exchanges and the top 10 DApps currently upgrading. One thing's for sure, Vasil is real close now. But first we go to portal.io. As you can see here, 69% of nodes are now reporting version 1.35.3. In terms of block production, the key metric we need to see at 75% or above. By epoch, it's up to a healthy 55%. However, when we check the data from the last 6 hours, you can see 71% of blocks were produced on the latest version. You can also toggle through 1 hour, 12 hour and daily timeframes, which provide a clearer indication of the status in real time. At this rate, we're talking only a matter of days until we see block production steady above 75%. Next to the new readiness status webpage from IOG, now everyone is able to track the exchange integration and DApps progress. So let's check out what information is now available. They start off by giving an introduction to Vasil and confirm with a node release candidate 1.35.3 now delivered and downstream components updated, SPOs, developers and exchanges are now doing final integration testing and upgrading prior to the hard-fork combinator event. They go on to provide this infographic displaying the various testing environments available to SPOs, DApp developers and exchanges that we've spoken about before on this channel. They include the Vasil DevNet, which is for early stage testing of new Vasil functionality, a short-term environment that may be frequently respun, the preview environment, longer term for expanding test scenarios, and pre-production. This is the environment that most closely matches the configuration of mainnet for final stage integration and upgrade testing before being mainnet ready. Here they remind us of the 3 critical mass indicators needed for the community to reach before the mainnet upgrade is triggered, that being 75% of mainnet blocks being created by the final Vasil node candidate 1.35.3, approximately 25 exchanges upgraded representing 80% of ADA liquidity, and the top 10 DApps by TVL confirming they have upgraded to 1.35.3 on pre-production and are ready for mainnet. Next they provide the SPO readiness, which we've already tracked at Portal, followed by this table containing the status of all the downstream components. These are critical components used by DApp developers, exchanges, in addition to the SPOs, which must be compatible with the release in order for them to upgrade. This includes the node itself, DB Sync, wallet backend, Rosetta, and more. As you can see here, all released to the community and or successfully tested against 1.35.3. Now to the exchanges. Here we have it confirmed Binance has started the process in upgrading their nodes, and unsurprisingly, the most ADA-friendly exchange, Bitrue, has confirmed they're the first to be ready for mainnet. All other exchanges are still on the status not started, however more are expected to start filtering through this coming week. Finally, to the status of DApps, IOG explained this information is correct to the best of their knowledge. They'll add to this table at least twice a week, but for the very latest status, they always recommend you contact your favourite projects via their Discord channel or Twitter. As you can see, out of the 11 DApps listed, 3 are currently confirmed as tested on the pre-production environment, that's Lending Pond, ADA Finance and Altano. 4 of the projects are confirmed to be in the final stages of testing, with the remaining currently still awaiting further information. We'll continue to track the DApps, SPO and exchange progress as more developments materialise. I've linked the status page and portal.io in the description if you want to go check them out. So in terms of Vasil, things are really starting to accelerate now. SPOs leading the way, DApp status continuing to filter through, and with exchanges now starting to integrate, it's pretty amazing how quickly everything has fallen into place over the past 7 days. We also got some further information in a short update video from Charles on Friday, who provided more details surrounding exchange integration, a likely date for the HFC event to occur, and a reminder of some great things we have on the horizon as we head into the Basho era. First, he explained that once we meet the 75% of block production on 1.35.3 with the SPOs, and between 3 to 5 of the major exchanges by volume are upgraded, or at least in the process of upgrading, a hard fork date can then be set. This places urgency on the remaining exchanges to also upgrade. Charles also suggested that the Cardano Foundation is aggressively pushing the exchanges to complete the integration as quickly as possible. Charles expects the HFC event to take place in September, and with all the current status considered, it's likely that we're going to get a confirmed date this coming week. Charles then went on to briefly cover some interesting Basho related items that we have to look forward to post Vasil. First up, he mentions SIP47, which is a formalization of the process that we're going through now of 75% of SPOs upgrading. This SIP replaces a manual safety check regarding the readiness of the network for a hard fork with an automatic check. For reference, it's linked in the description below. Several other SIPs are to be written that relate to key management, the voting process, and update proposal mechanism. These projects will be carried out for the remainder of the year in preparation for governance in the Voltaire age. In addition, next week Charles will be in Stanford visiting the IOG lab, stating he will have a lot more information to provide regarding input endorsers specification. It's expected they will have some form of proto specifications they can start translating into SIPs. More on this as it unfolds. During this update, he also confirmed the Mithril repo has just been released, which is the product of 24 weeks of development. We've already gone through the significance of Mithril many times on this channel. Currently, IOG have just started the process of rolling this out to SPOs on the testnet pre-production. As we know, the first wallet to integrate Mithril when it's commercially ready will be Lace. And on a side note, Lace recently provided this update, confirming the hardware wallets it will support at launch, being Ledger Nano S, Nano S Plus, Nano X, and Trezor Model T. Good times ahead. So whilst thoughts currently heavily focused around Vasil, and for good reason, it's great to remind ourselves of the progress being made on such key components of the Basho era of scalability and Voltaire era of governance. Now to a project we've covered several times on this channel, who on Friday shared some interesting developments. CEO Josh made 2 really exciting announcements that represents a real community focused initiative and a pretty major move for BookToken as a brand. First, to the community initiative. If you remember, the first ever mint was 10,000 copies of the Gutenberg Bible in tribute to the first mass-produced book. In terms of the original mint, 1,304 copies were sold, leaving a remaining 8,696 in the collection. Holders of the Gutenberg Bible also received additional perks, such as early access to future mints. But the team at BookToken have gone one step further in showing their appreciation for the community who participated in that original mint, announcing all remaining 8,696 copies, or NFT books, will be airdropped in 3 separate snapshots distributed amongst the original 1,304 holders. Of the 8,696 to be airdropped, it still contains the rarest copies, and distribution will be completely randomized. During the video, Josh asked the community, since they're receiving multiple Gutenberg drops for free, with the original mint being 180 ADA, to at least give one of them away in an effort to introduce someone new to crypto and specifically spread the awareness of what the project BookToken is all about. I think this is a great move, very community focused, and represents a fantastic reward for the early adopters. So if you participated in the original mint, make sure your copy isn't listed for sale on a smart contract at the time of the snapshot, otherwise you'll miss out on the airdrop. The snapshot takes place on September 1st, October 1st, and November 1st. On JPEG Store, the floor price for the Gutenberg Bible is now 1900 ADA, approximately 10 times the original mint price. This weekend we saw the all-time highest sale also take place for 7,250 ADA, and the sales on the secondary market are steadily increasing. So a pretty generous move from the team, to say the least. Quick disclaimer, I didn't mint a Gutenberg Bible and do not own one personally, so this is no shill. But aside from the news of this community airdrop, BookToken delivered something else in this update that holds more significance. Josh casually announced right at the end of the video that he will no longer be CEO of BookToken.io, but don't worry, he's not leaving the project. From this point on, they're rebranded to Book.io. This is big news, and in my opinion, from an adoption perspective, looks to be an absolutely shrewd business decision. From a marketing point of view, the removal of the word token, simplifying the domain in this way, will certainly resonate with a wider audience, which extends far beyond the crypto community. It's incredible they were even able to secure this domain. I'm sure they had to overcome a fair few hurdles in the process. BookToken, or rather Book.io, is definitely a project we're going to continue to track closely on this channel. A huge industry there for the taking, revolutionising the book and ebook industry in the form of decentralised encrypted assets is a concept that's going to be extremely interesting to see how it all plays out. I've said it many times, if you think about blockchain delivering real utility that can capture users across the globe, using the medium of books and lure of decentralised ownership, Book.io definitely has the right ingredients to become a real adoption driver. Looking forward to seeing more titles released as they build out their NFT bookstore, and of course following further developments against the roadmap. I've linked this update video from Josh and a link to the site in the description if you want to go check them out. So that's it for this weekend installment of Cardano Insights, as we keep track of all the developments and continue to spread those positive Cardano vibes. If you found value in the content, then please be sure to comment, share, like, and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate all the support. We'll be back soon with your daily roundups. Until then, thanks for watching, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and as always, keep it Cardano.